Hey, what's up guys? How is your day today? I hope you are doing well. Anyway, based from my previous video about pre-analysis for Ayato, I found out so many of you are considered to pull him. So, I think it's a good time for me to set a pre-farming guide for Ayato. There are few things I will highlight, mainly is the resin cost, the optimal strategy for farming talents and boss materials, and of course, farming the artifacts. So you might be wondering why you should do it so early even before 2.6 coming near or at least after Raiden and Kokomi banner come. Well, the reason is because now is really a good time to start pre-farm for him, if you really wish to have him on the first day of his banner. Although we don't know if he will be on the first phase or second phase of the 2.6 banner, but let's assume he will be on the first phase banner, which most likely will happen in between 29 to 30 March. So it will be 35 days left, more or less start from the time I work on this guide. I will assume you are only focusing on Ayato and skip pre-farm Raiden or Kokomi, or building any other character that you have right now. So, all of your resin will be focused on pre-farm Ayato. This is the summary of the material that you need for max ascension of Ayato and talents level 9 for 3 of the talents. Now let's start the calculation. By counting the days left for Ayato, which more or less 35 days, and multiply by 180, which is the max resin for 24 hours. If you not miss it, it will be 6,300 resin in total. With Hydro Cube material, let's assume the worst scenario where every dog would give you only 2 pieces. It will take 23 attempts that you need, which will cost you 920 resin. For Ayato talent books, once again I will assume the worst scenario, which is every run with condensed resin, will only give you 3 teaching, 3 guide, and 1 philosophies in average. Because sometimes you will get a bad roll, sometimes with a good roll you can get straight 1 to 2 good books. With this pattern, you mostly will need 38 attempts, which means 38 condensed. Not take into account bonus from crafting from unit like Xingqiu or Eula, so it will cost you total around 1,520 resin. To have all 3 talents at level 9, you need at least 12 Raiden boss drop, which is achievable if you start collecting boss drop right at the start of the 2.5. You can have 7 attempts before 2.6, which most likely will drop you enough exact material or dream solvent to convert your material. 7 attempts multiplied by 30, which will be 210 resin. I want you to take a note. Even though just now I said you must only focus on Ayato, but I would still recommend you to optimize the rest 2 weekly boss that you can get each week with half resin cost. So, in total 7 attempts, you will spend 420 resin. Now, while it's up to you how you want to hunt all the boss and talents book, I want to share my optimal strategy, so I hope it can fully optimize your pre-farm. Let's see. By looking at the Elegance talent book, you can see the domain is available on Tuesday, Friday, and Sunday. So I would say you should do the weekly boss only on Wednesday. For Monday, Thursday, and Saturday resin, you could use it for either farm the Hydro Cube or make a condense to full, save it, and spam all of it on Tuesday, Friday, Sunday. By the end of this day, you will have the full resin from this day to farm once again. So, it will be around 9 to 10 condensed resin to hunt the talents book in single day. Before we move to the artifacts, you probably would pre-farm Ayato weapon, so the cost of the weapon is this. So with a very bad roll scenario, it would take you around 16 condensed, which means around 640 resin will be used for this. Alright, so with all of this calculation just now, it will leave you around 2,500 resin if you farm Ayato weapon, and 3,200 resin if you not farm for it, which will be converted to 64 and 80 condensed respectively to gain a good artifacts. Speaking of artifacts, I think most of you are already aware that in 2.6 we will get 2 new artifact sets, and one of it looks ideal for Ayato kit. Although we don't know for sure how well this artifact will perform in actual action because the passive is RNG based, but one thing for sure is you can only spend this last 2,500 or 3,200 resin now. you can't save it for later after 2.6 arrive. So, I would say you really should use the rest of the resin to try get the best of Heart of Depth artifacts as much as possible. Why? Because if turns out new artifacts is bad to proc, the 4 set Heart of Depth will be the best choice for Ayato. Farming this will actually benefit you because if you don't get Heart of Depth, at least you will get Blizzard Strayer, which notably will benefit your Cryo unit, and indirectly will benefit your Ayato if you plan to run him on Freezecom team. Unless you already have a very good artifacts of Heart of Depth and Blizzard Strayer, then feel free to spend the remaining of resin for anything else that you would like. Okay, so that's it for this pre-farming Ayato guide. I hope I'm clear enough with all of this information. Let me know in the comment box if I miss out anything. You could also share your own pre-farm strategy. If you like my video, consider to hit the subscribe button to get my next video. See you on another video. Have a good day.